Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about something we all face at some point in our lives, something that quietly visits our hearts when nights feel longer, when plans collapse, when people disappoint us, and when dreams seem too far away. Today we are talking about what to remember when life feels unfair, and how every struggle you face can become the greatest source of your strength if you allow it to. There was a time in my life when I truly believed the world was against me. Not in a dramatic way, but in a slow, heavy way that sits on your chest and refuses to leave. Every plan I made seemed to fail. Every effort I gave returned nothing but silence. I watched others move forward while I felt stuck, standing still in the same place, wondering what I did wrong. I prayed, I hoped, I worked harder, but nothing seemed to change. And in those moments, a dangerous thought kept returning again and again. Why me? Why does life feel so unfair to me when others seem to get everything so easily? Maybe you have felt that too. Maybe you're feeling it right now. Maybe you've done everything right, studied hard, stayed kind, remained patient, and still life has given you disappointment instead of reward. Maybe you lost something important, a person, an opportunity, a dream, or maybe you're simply tired of carrying pain that nobody else can see. When life feels unfair, it doesn't just hurt, it confuses you. It makes you question your worth, your direction, and sometimes even your faith in yourself. But here is the first thing I want you to remember. Life is not punishing you. Life is preparing you. At the time, I couldn't understand this. How could pain be preparation? How could failure be training? How could loss be protection? But slowly, through experience, I learned something that changed the way I look at every struggle. The hardest moments in your life are not there to break you. They are there to build parts of you that comfort and success never could. Think about this. Strength is never born in comfort. Patience is never learned in ease. Courage is never developed in safety. Every quality you admire in strong people was shaped by moments where they wanted to quit but didn't. Moments where they felt unfairly treated but chose to continue. Moments where nothing made sense but they kept moving forward anyway. There was a day when everything finally collapsed for me. One rejection after another, one failure after another, and the weight became too heavy. I sat alone, staring at the wall, asking myself what the point was. I had followed every rule. I had worked honestly. I had waited patiently. And still life gave me nothing in return. In that silence, something strange happened. For the first time, I stopped asking why this was happening to me, and I started asking what this was trying to teach me. That question changed everything. Instead of seeing myself as a victim, I started seeing myself as a student. Every struggle became a lesson. Every delay became a signal. Every failure became feedback. And slowly, something inside me began to shift. The pain didn't disappear overnight, but my relationship with it changed. I stopped fighting reality and started learning from it. When life feels unfair, remember this. Fairness is not the goal of life. Growth is. Life is not designed to be equal. Some people start ahead. Some people face storms early. Some people find success quickly. Others find it later. But what matters is not where you start, it is who you become along the way. The people who suffer deeply often develop wisdom early. The people who struggle long often develop resilience that cannot be shaken. The people who lose often learn appreciation in a way winners never understand. There is a hidden gift inside every struggle. But you can only see it when you stop resisting and start observing. Maybe right now you feel behind. You feel like time is passing and nothing is changing. But let me tell you something powerful. Delay does not mean denial. Sometimes life is simply aligning things you cannot see yet. Sometimes the wait is protecting you from something that would have hurt you. Sometimes the failure is redirecting you toward a path that suits you better than the one you were chasing. Think of a seed buried under the ground. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening. Darkness surrounds it. Pressure surrounds it. But inside, something incredible is taking place. Roots are forming. Strength is building. Growth is beginning in silence. And one day, without warning, it breaks through the surface stronger than anything around it. You are that seed. The pressure you feel is not crushing you, it is shaping you. The loneliness you feel is not abandonment, it is space for self-discovery. The rejection you faced is not a sign of worthlessness, it is redirection toward something more aligned with who you truly are. Another truth I learned during my hardest days is this. Pain is not permanent, but strength is. The pain you feel today will fade. The memory will soften. The wound will heal. But the strength you gain from surviving it will stay with you forever. One day you will face another challenge, and you will realize something beautiful. You are no longer afraid the way you used to be. You are calmer. Wiser. Steadier. And that is because every unfair moment trained you quietly without your permission. There were days when I wanted to give up, not because I was weak, but because I was tired of being strong. Tired of explaining myself. Tired of hoping. Tired of waiting. But every time I thought about quitting, I asked myself one simple question. What if this moment is the exact moment that is shaping the future version of me? What if this pain is the reason I will be able to help someone else one day? What if this failure is the reason I will make better decisions later? What if this delay is the reason I will appreciate success more deeply when it finally arrives? And suddenly, the struggle felt meaningful. When life feels unfair, remember that comparison is your greatest enemy. Social media shows you highlights, not battles. Success stories rarely show the nights of doubt, the years of failure, the moments of wanting to quit. Everyone you admire has faced moments where life felt unfair to them too. They simply didn't let those moments define them. Your timeline is not wrong. Your pace is not slow. Your journey is not broken. It is simply yours. There is something else I want you to understand. Sometimes life feels unfair because you are outgrowing your current environment. The discomfort you feel is a signal that you are ready for more. Ready for change. Ready for growth. Ready to leave behind patterns, people, and habits that no longer serve the person you are becoming. Pain often appears when transformation is near. Just like muscles ache before they become stronger, your life often becomes uncomfortable before it becomes better. There was a moment when I finally realized that the unfairness I experienced had given me something priceless. Perspective. I stopped taking small victories for granted. I stopped expecting instant results. I learned patience. I learned empathy. I learned how to stand alone without breaking. And those lessons became the foundation of everything good that later entered my life. Success feels different when you have suffered. Peace feels deeper when you have known chaos. Gratitude feels stronger when you have experienced loss. If life feels unfair to you today, I want you to do something powerful. Stop asking what you are losing and start asking what you are gaining. Are you gaining strength? Are you gaining clarity? Are you gaining discipline? Are you gaining emotional maturity? These invisible rewards will shape your future. More than any immediate success ever could. And please remember this. You are allowed to feel tired. You are allowed to feel sad. You are allowed to feel frustrated. Strength does not mean pretending you are okay. Strength means continuing even when you are not. Take breaks when you need to. Cry if you have to. Talk to someone you trust. But do not give up on yourself. Do not let one chapter convince you that the whole story is bad. Some of the most beautiful chapters begin after the darkest pages. One day, you will look back at this phase and realize something incredible. The struggle you once prayed to escape became the reason you are proud of who you became. The pain you once resented became the lesson that saved you later. The unfairness you once questioned became the turning point that led you to your true path. And when that day comes, you will not say, "Why did this happen to me?" You will say, "Thank you for not letting me stay small." So when life feels unfair, remember this. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are not being delayed. You are being protected. You are not being forgotten. You are being transformed. Keep going even when it hurts. Keep believing even when it's hard. Keep growing even when it's slow. Because the strongest version of you is being built right now, quietly, patiently, powerfully, in the middle of everything you once thought you could not survive. And one day, very soon, you will realize something beautiful. Everything you went through was not meant to break you. It was meant to reveal you. Thank you for staying until the end. If this message touched your heart, remember you are not alone, and better days are already on their way.